Coming up on BGJHS News, Gracie informs us about the SCK launch. We learn about art class, and Bentley shares with us the importance of Veterans Day. All this and more coming up. Your BGJHS News for Friday, November 8th starts now. Hey BG, I'm Lainey with your top stories this week. Let's take it over to Gracie to hear about the 8th grade SCK launch trip. Do you know what you want to be when you grow up? 8th grade students went on a field trip to WKU to explore job options and learn about other people's careers. 8th graders Jenna Duggan and Jet Reynolds shared with us what they learned and how the SCK launch helped them have an idea of what they want to do when they are older.
I think it did because it helped me realize what interests me and what doesn't. Probably like a surgeon or doctor.
Yeah, the SCK launch helped me open my eyes up to new jobs that I didn't know about, and I got to experience them.
8th graders Robin Brayman and Eli Malloy also shared with us what they enjoyed about their trip and what their favorite career was.
My favorite career I tried out was nursing. It was my favorite because it gave me a real life experience about what nursing actually. My experience at the SCK launch was good. It really helped me figure out what I wanted to do later in life.
My favorite career that I tried out was the doctor stations because I want to help people when I grow up. We went to different rooms and learned about more stations, and it was very fun because we got to learn what people do.
Now, 8th grade math teacher Miss Langford shares with us why she thinks this SCK launch trip was beneficial to students and how her experience was.
Well, I think it allows 8th graders to see the different careers and companies that are in Bowling Green. A lot of times they don't know what businesses are out there and what degrees they might need for different jobs that are already here. They think maybe they have to move away, but that's not always the case. Sectors. So you had like a construction sector, you had a hospitality, you had a healthcare, you had professional services. So you saw a wide range of jobs and businesses there. We had different sectors, so you had it seemed to be the students came back with lots of goodies and things bags full of free things. So I think it seemed to be a fun trip for them. I did have one student that said this was the best field trip they had taken.
There are 159.1 million different jobs in America. 8th graders only got to see some of them, but if you do not know what you want to be when you grow up, go check out the SCK launch. For BGJHS News, I'm Gracie.
If we showed you 3 emojis, would you guess the movie name? Here's the movie and try to guess it. If you guessed Aquamarine, you guessed it wrong. But if you guessed Little Mermaid, you're right. We went to the halls asking students and staff what movies these emojis will represent.
5 seconds to guess the movie. So what is the movie name?
Minions.
That's correct. So what is the name of this movie?
It's Upside Down. Titanic.
What is the name of this movie?
Scream.
That's correct. Can you please guess this movie? You have 5 seconds.
Titanic.
That's correct.
What movie is this? It's a scary movie. Wait, Scream.
Yes, you
Okay,
got that
it
correct.
took me a minute. Okay.
What movie is this?
The Grinch.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Oh my God, that's that cop and that rabbit one. I love that one.
What is it?
It's called the Rabbit and the Fox are policemen, and they like blueberries. What is it?
Zootopia.
Zootopia. Yep.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Have an amazing day. Thank
You
you.
too.
Thank you.
Guess this movie.
Titanic.
That's correct. What's the movie?
Curious George.
No. That's a pretty good guess, but it's actually Minions.
Oh.
What's this movie?
Scream.
Yes, you got that correct. What is this movie?
The Grinch.
Yes. What is this movie?
Zootopia.
Yes. High five, buddy.
I hope you have fun guessing the movie. From BGJHS, I'm Rom.
week, we honor those who serve. Join us as we take you into a heartfelt Veterans Day program. Mr. Quinn shared with us his ideas on why Veterans Day has such an impact on people.
So the Veterans Day program is to honor the veterans that have served and given their time and their lives to make the United States a better place.
This week, we spoke with Mr. Quinn about the purpose of the Veterans Day program.
It's important historically. It's important as we go through a lot of things to remember the people that have given time to do all this.
He describes why he chose those events during the program to take place.
During the program, we'll have speakers. We usually have a veteran come in and speak, and we also have musical performances as well as speeches by students and reading letters from veterans.
We hope you enjoyed the Veterans Day program and understand why it means so much to people. For BGJHS News, I'm Beck.
Veterans Day was on Monday, November 11th. That's where we take time out of our day to thank the men and women who have served for our country. We talked to some of your staff at Bowling Green about what Veterans Day means to them. We talked to our cook, Charles Hampton, who has also served in the Army. He shares with us what Veterans Day means to him and what kind of different jobs he had in the Army.
It means that the whole country set aside a day to celebrate everyone that served in the armed forces and give honor to the ones that serve in the armed forces still today. I went over as a cook, and they trained me as a tanker while I was over there. So I had 2 jobs while I was over there.
We also talked to a 7th and 8th grade social studies teacher, Mr. Holder, about what Veterans Day means to him and what it means to him knowing that there's different people out there that have been serving for decades for us to live our lives free.
Veterans Day means to me that we represent and we recognize all of the military branches of the government that has risked their life to protect all our freedoms. The Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, National Guards, the sacrifices they made away from their families during difficult times, all the things that they have done to improve our living today and continue to do so, all the ones that are still living from the Vietnam Wars that are getting older and older. We need to make sure that we keep their health benefits going, that we protect them because they did risk majority or all of their life trying to make sure that we have the necessary things that we need in our lives today. It means a lot. It means that my family members, I've had family members that served in the military and they were away from us and they got nostalgic at times and wanted, us to write them because they missed home. So just making sure that they are mentally stable and that they are safe and that they are able to come back with the mental stability to carry on their lives as they did before they served means a whole lot to me because without them, like I said, we would not have the things we have today.
As you can see, Veterans Day is a day where we take to honor the past, present, and future soldiers that have went out and sacrificed their lives so that we can have a free country. Us at BGJHS would like to thank all the veterans who have served for our country. For your BGJHS News, I'm Bentley.
Art is not what you see, but what other people see. That's what's happening here in Miss Brown's class at BGJ. Miss Brown loved art since she was a little girl. She tells us how she encouraged creativity in her art students.
How do I encourage creativity in my students? Well, that's kind of difficult because the more time they spend on social media, the less creative they are. I think art's important. I think art is the most important thing in the entire world. For sure. It's always good to have an outlet, whether it's sports or creativity or music. It's always good to have an outlet for your emotions. And I think art is a great option for that. This year we've done a ton of fun stuff. Artwork right now is on display at the Capitol. I always say whatever we're working on right now is my favorite, or else I wouldn't be doing it. I have the hardest time picking a favorite, but I think that I love when in the spring we tend to do a lot of flowers. The students just have really high success with that because flowers are organic, and with something organic, there's not a right or wrong way to do it. Flowers can look like whatever you want them to look like, and so I love seeing the kids have success doing something and surprise themselves.
If you love art or being creative, sign up for Miss Brown's art class for BG.
Happy birthday, 'cause you're awesome.
Happy birthday to Harry, Harrison, Grayson, Cameron, and Beck. Happy birthday to Julian, Charles, Lamona, Diazid, Dior, Garrett, and Hussein.
Now here's Caitlin with your weekly announcements.
Hey BG, I'm Caitlin with your weekly announcements. The Purple Perspective Student News is online. Make sure to check it weekly for news stories and information. You can find it linked on your guidance counselor's Google Classroom. Student Council is selling Purple Spirit pom-poms for $4. They will go on sale Monday until winter break. See a Student Council member or Miss Fleener to order. Next week, the girls basketball team has a game on Tuesday at home and the boys have a game on Monday at home. Make sure to come out and cheer on the teams. The girls basketball team is looking for 2 student managers. If you're interested, please contact Coach Will Jones at 270-320-1911. Congratulations to the archery team for winning their first meet this past weekend. The girls earned 4 of the top 5 spots, with Fiagani being the leader shooting a 283 out of 300. The boys earned 3 out of the top 5 spots. Their next meet is this weekend at Ephraim White Park. That's your weekly announcements. Back to you, Lainey.
Thanks, Caitlin, and thanks for watching BG. Have a great weekend, and remember, excellence is worth the effort.
Okay.
Speak or something.
Ra ra Roma Roma ga ga ooh la la. Won't drop that romance.